Welcome to another edition of the Pitre Dish. I'm your host, Howard, along with host Adrian Hart, who's in 50 Shades of Black. That's about right. Eileen, Backdoor Paranormal. Nick of the Corn, and tonight's guest is Mr. Greg Beckman, Ghost Box.
Hello.
We love the Ghost Box. How you doing tonight, Greg?
I'm good. I'm really good. I was just saying, it's warming up here in the Twin Cities. It's 23 degrees. You know, we're having parades and stuff in the street over it. So, you know, shorts. Sometimes people don't wear shirts. It's all that good stuff going on right now.
So they got them really big nipple things going on there.
Well, some do. Some bigger than others, for sure. Yeah. That's where they should be wearing the shirts. Yeah.
I mean, I can cut diamonds and shit. I mean, I can cut glasses. It's just hard. I can cut diamonds with these things some days.
Well, considering last weekend was Mardi Gras, right? You probably have seen much more than I have. So
actually, it was 2 days ago.
2 days ago. It seemed like weeks ago for some reason. I suppose, yeah, because Ash Wednesday was yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah. I wasn't able to get my freaking ashes. I was so dang busy. I wasn't even able to get my freaking ashes. I mean, I don't know what the hell happened with that. I mean, I'm going to burn in hell.
You're driving the bus.
Howard, I have a king cake. So I was thinking about you.
Yeah, the king cake.
I have a king cake right now.
I'm not talking about but I'm not talking about some honey bun that you call the king cake. I'm talking about a real king cake.
It got shipped in from New Orleans. Thank you.
Shipped in? Well, I can go down the street and get mine.
Well, some of us can't do that without driving 3 hours.
3? I drive 3 for that.
Try 12, 15 hours.
Well, we didn't go to any parades. I mean, I'm paraded out. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been doing Mardi Gras for since my mom was pregnant for me, and that's how long I've been going to Mardi Gras. And I've gotten to the point where every year you do the same thing. It's fun, don't get me wrong, but you get tired of it after a while. And then what we usually do is either we'll boil some seafood or something like that, or we'll barbecue or grill or whatever. And that's what we did yesterday. We just grilled. Well, I burnt a whole bunch of fucking meat and just said, "Y'all have at it."
Is it raw on the inside and charcoal on the outside, or
that's the best way to eat it?
Yeah, I'd eat it. It has its own sauce. It's called blood. Yeah,
it's sealed. It's like you could put it in the freezer, just like that. You ain't got to worry about it getting bad. So yeah, the rest of the world was celebrating, work, and we were actually getting stupid out on Bourbon Street. How do you like that?
When are people getting stupid on Bourbon Street?
I get stupid in my kitchen. I mean, it doesn't really matter where I get stupid. Guarantee I'll get stupid somewhere. So,
and it's free.
And if I get too warm, I'll just walk outside and cool off real fast.
Yeah, with 22-degree weather, I mean, my shit be looking like a turtle. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you.
TMI.
Well, let's put it this way: during the winter months, Vienna sausages are called hung for me.
Tracy, hi. Crystal, Christy, Don, Irene.
That's my buddy Herbert. What's going on, Mr. Cavalier?
I can't see him.
He's on the screen.
No.
There's someone who's saying hi, but it just says Facebook user to it, so they're gonna have to. How does that work? I always forget how that works. They have to give StreamYard permission.
They do. They have to give StreamYard permission, unless this is just somebody faking us out and their actual profile name is Facebook user. You should do that.
That would actually. I wonder if that's an open name. If anybody's ever tried it.
Well, I'm gonna see that gentleman I got pulled up right there. If y'all go to American Horror Story, the show, and you go to the one that's called Carnival, you will see that man in that show. He was actually in American Horror Story. So yeah, he's awesome. He's an awesome individual, downright good guy. I mean, there's nothing he wouldn't do for anybody. He'd give you the shirt off his back. You know, it'd help. You know, it would help you. He would do it.
Oh, I'm going to Irene's. How quick can I get there to get some sushi?
I'm not friends with him, apparently. That's strange. I'm usually friends with everyone.
Freak show season. There it is. Freak show season.
He doesn't
I was
want to
gonna
be
say,
friends with you,
It's Freak
Adrian.
Show. It's funny. That's actually my favorite
He's
season.
missing out. I don't know what to say.
That's my favorite season of American Horror Story. Great season.
Yeah. And yeah, that was a good season. That was a really spooky one for me.
Yeah, it was.
One
There we go. Hi, Pamela.
they had the fucking clowns in that one too. I think, right? Yeah. And then
Yeah, I mean, like I know a lot of people also like Coven. Like they always say that's considered the best, but for me, it was Freak Show that I loved.
It's Lindy.
You know, I'm gonna be with your boy and Lindy in April. We're going back to Kansas.
Salina?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
You can stay in Kansas. Howard is not going back to fucking Kansas.
We
Lindy,
will.
make sure to tell Tommy to hit the GPS with no tolls, or he'll be another Howard.
Tommy, if you go, I swear to God, look, tell him you got the COVID, something. And then
I do want to get back to the temple though. That was pretty.
Yeah,
awesome,
me too.
that place. Yeah.
I love
with
that
us,
place.
Greg.
Mary's doing an event April 23rd.
Come with us.
Because you are going, right, Adrian?
Mm-hmm.
Have y'all
Who's
got the tickets yet?
Who's doing the event?
Mary Productions.
Okay. I might be actually at an event in Virginia that weekend, so I may not be able to make it, but I would love to go back there. Absolutely. Hey, Jenny.
Yeah.
Why do I look like a Muppet every time I do this? I should stop doing that, quite frankly. Hi, everyone.
Listen.
Do the pageant wave.
Right?
that's what Ari said. Let's go to Japan. I love it.
Everybody's spelling Howard.
What's up, Steven?
Stephen and Howard.
Eileen, you got your legs open again.
I actually did finally able to take showers every now and then. Lindy, I'm bringing the Twinkies.
And then I think Adrian will probably bring the gummy bears.
Adrian,
I still say that's the way she takes them bears.
I'll give you my room.
They go into the cave. They walk up and they go into the cave. She wouldn't be called 50 Shades of Black for nothing, right?
We're staying at the hotel across from the temple. Just know that, Adrian. Yeah. Leave them. I'll tell you the room number.
Yeah, this time I'm not staying across town.
We stayed at that hotel for Fear Fest.
Right.
Okay.
I saw you at breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah. Sunday night, after everything was done, we got back to the lobby, and there was some guy who was walking down the street. He was off his rocker. He came into the lobby and he tried to accost everybody. It became like we had to get the police out there Sunday night. It was after because we did Ghost Box Live from the temple that night. When we got back, he was barking. He was barking all the way down the street. He comes into the lobby, starts barking at everybody, goes to what's that?
Did you pet him?
You don't want to pet that. I guarantee you do not want to pet that. But he went to, where the lobby was and has the front desk. There was that little area with the fridge that had, you could get the refreshment. He just goes in there, helps himself, opens shit up, starts drinking it. And then because I'm such a strong man, as you can see, there was like some like fishing pole or something on a table. It was ridiculously ineffective. And I held it like I was going to, if he got out of hand, I would use it. And he just looks at me and he's just like, "You're going to use that on me?" I'm like, no, I just like suddenly I'm just like, I got to go back to my room. It was pretty embarrassing really. But yeah, we had to wait for the police to show up because it got it got a little tense in there. It was like, wow, okay, this is strange. He wasn't going to kill anyone or anything, but there was something definitely wrong there for sure.
And that was across the street from the temple?
That kitty corner, yeah, on the corner, that hotel on the corner.
And that's a good motel too.
Yeah, it was.
I enjoyed the Starbucks and I enjoyed the double shower. Did your room have the double shower?
First of all, he did ask if you were there. I'm just going to say it. He did ask.
I left him dog treats. You didn't give it to him?
I ate them. There's nothing is open after 8 p.m. there. I was hungry. And you know there was nothing open after 8 p.m. there. They won't let us back to that bar after we drank everything Friday night.
Yeah, Sonic was our best friend.
God, I had so much wine that night. That night we were all there. Oh my God.
We had so much fun though.
Oh, we had so much fun, but I didn't have a great night. Let's put it that way. That was not a good night for me.
I had a great night. It was that next morning that was like, oh, holy hell.
I did not have a good night.
How much sugar did I just intake with those fireball shots?
That's what it was.
There's pictures of me going, yeah, hi.
And okay, I gotta come clean on something though. And I do feel bad about this ever since I thought there was a woman named Aria there. And I thought people were calling her a different name all night, and because I thought that was funny. So she wasn't part of our group, and I called her that name. And later on, I was told no one called her that name except for you that night. And the name I called her was Areola. So,
oh my God.
So I was like, hey, Areola, and everyone at the table is like, what are you doing? And I'm like, everyone calls her Areola, and they're like, no, everyone's like, no one has called her that. And so I went drunkenly looking for this woman to apologize, which is not even the best way to go about that, because what you need, some 6'1", idiot trying to, I'm sorry, it just doesn't work very well. So
I would have paid money to see that. I mean, I would have joined in on that.
I didn't know about that either.
We were all in the back. I don't remember who was all. Obviously, I don't remember much. We're all in the back, like in the patio outside at the end of the night.
Okay.
And it was just the rest of us at the table. I don't know who was left, who was there. I don't know any. I really don't know anything apart from I was there. And
are you sure you were there?
No, that part I do know, and so is Areola. And it was really, because I don't consider myself that way. I don't consider myself to be a jerk like that. But boy, was I ever. Tree, that's her name. She goes by Tree.
You sure about that?
That she goes by Tree? Yeah, right.
Tree Areolas.
Yeah. See, that's not a bad name. See, Tree is not a bad name. If I said something else, maybe. But yeah, no. Yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty embarrassing. I mean, there's not a lot that I like. Oh my God, did that really happen? No, I remember it, unfortunately. And
Lindy, we got us girls singing on video. We do have pictures of Greg on video, but it was before he got that bad. And
before he became a massive jerk, yeah.
Yeah, no, I never saw anybody act like a jerk. We were all singing. Girls Just Want to Have Fun and Ghostbusters, and that's on video. What's not on video is me falling as we were leaving the stage.
Wait,
did you get the 3 areolas on video?
Maybe mine. I don't know.
Wait, there is video of you falling?
No, there's not.
Oh, I thought you said there was. Like, I haven't seen it.
No, there's not.
I led the group, and Girls Just Want to Have Fun. No, I'm just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do that.
Oh, your panties were really cute that night.
Wait,
mine?
what?
The thongs that were sticking out.
Whose? Mine?
Greg.
Mine?
Oh.
I renamed the song "This Girl Wants to Have Fun" is what I renamed it, and it didn't really catch on like it should have. But what can you do?
It was definitely a fun night, and we will definitely karaoke again.
Just too bad that I missed out on that. I think I went back to the hotel that night.
Yeah, you were a pooper. You were a party pooper.
Yeah, you were.
I just didn't know. I didn't know everybody was going over there.
Were you just protecting your cup? I mean, were you just like keeping your eye on the cup and did not want to make sure anyone else stole it? Didn't want it out of your sight?
Oh my God! And I brought it there that night. I would never see that again. I don't think Eileen would ever see that come again. That was
Chad, is it rated G? Not unless G is for G string.
For Greg.
Or G spot, or G, or areola.
G something.
Or
Areola.
like I said, it could also just be for Gorilla Glue.
So what's this big announcement? I seen that you had an announcement.
Yes,
Nick.
so that's something Jeremy wanted me to bring up. So, and Adrian, you pretty much know about this already. So earlier today, me, Jeremy, along with Zach, we had this little meeting, and Zach had offered me if I wanted to bring my show, the other show I do, Paranormal and Historic Locations and Legends, to Zach's channel. The see, I'm still getting used to the name, the Pack channel. So when he gave me the offer of being part of that channel and additionally cross streaming the show here on Things and this new channel, I was just like absolutely thrilled. And he also told me too that it will send, it's a channel obviously that sends a lot of positive messages in the way how I'm, sending off these, messages about historical locations, the information about it. Channel obviously it sends a lot of positive messages. I'm hearing an echo. Who's that coming from? Messages about historical locations, the information about it. You guys hear that?
You're double talking.
Yeah, it's like feedback.
Who's that coming
Okay,
from?
hold on. I'm going out and coming back in because this is.
No, that's
I'm doing
Stop using that damn camera for him. Pigs.
Yeah, that freaked me out. But yeah, the fact that I'm going to be on this channel is going to be really exciting, and I couldn't have been any happier when Zach offered me to be
That's
part of
awesome.
it.
Way
So,
to go, baby.
So yeah, now I'll be cross streaming across 2 channels. So it's and there's actually going to be more projects that are coming up that Zach, Jeremy, and I are putting together. One of which is in saving a lot of the haunted historical locations. We got a location here that I've actually spoken with Jeremy about that he's he shared the info to Zach with. So there's going to be a lot of things coming up. So but again, the main point is now that I've my show will be on another channel, it's going to be great because now
We have areolas on that show.
Haunted Areola.
No, sir. That is a family show.
Yeah.
And then you put some pasties on it.
You could call it para areolas. Have you thought about that, Nick? I'm not kidding.
Areolas.
Why are you laughing?
Oh, Lord.
Less said, like what Chrissy just said.
Howard told you that's a G-rated show, Chad. I don't think so.
He lied.
The Adventure of Nick and the Perry Areolas.
Oh boy, that's probably gonna end up becoming a new nickname for me somehow.
Hopefully.
So yeah,
Okay.
there you
Pamela
go.
says it's her first time here too. Let's make this disclaimer. There's nothing here G-rated.
Nope, never.
No. If you find
If
a
you're
G-rated,
easily offended, probably not.
you need to go back and go back and.
Jeremy just put this in the comments.
Yeah, Things Network, Paranormal Giving Tree, Pack Channel be working together towards major projects and bridging Nick's show. Yeah, and we're working on a few other things as well with that.
Yeah,
That's amazing. I find this more amazing. I mean, I really do. That's just me. I mean,
That's the name of Zach's new show, isn't it? Ghost Cities?
I catch up at the end of the day about what's going on because I'm in here all day long for 8.5 hours.
I've been running and running and running. Y'all already told y'all about my day, so it kind of freaking drained me out. So, and I'll be making some major, some announcements soon. I told everybody on here what I'll be doing. Oh hell, I might as well. Shit. I wanted to get with the people from Things first. Let everybody know what Things first. I'm gonna be taking about a month off from all the shows except for one. That's going to be on Holy Trinity. Paranormal Swamp Talk, the last show on that one's probably going to be March either 9th or 16th. This show, it's going to be March 24th. And then I'm just going to keep streaming with the Unholy Trinity. I just need some time off because this wedding is driving me fucking bonkers. And I didn't know that you had to do all this kind of craziness. And Jackie's working, so it's like put on my shoulders. And I go in these places and I try on these frilly dresses and stuff like that. And they said, no, you don't. You're not supposed to wear that. But yeah, I like wearing them anyway. So I'll put those things on. So I'll be taking about a month to get all this taken care of, so I can finally get this everything caught up before May 22nd. So just wanted to put that out there for y'all. So then I'll give Adrian. Adrian said something about it gives Zach some time to get in here and do some spots and stuff like that. I do like my back door. It's fine. It's voluptuous.
Don't wear anything then.
I was going to seriously show up with just an underwear maybe. I don't know, maybe no underwear. I don't know.
That would be an improvement.
It would be. I mean, I could be out there swinging like any Vienna sausage out there. So I mean, yeah, I would be happy. The cool breeze, bro, blowing in off the lake. Yeah, that'd be nice. But I don't know what other people, especially the school. I mean, especially the playground right across the street. Really? Yeah.
Get somewhere near you.
Wait, what?
God help them.
But there's a school. I mean, there's a playground there, and I can get arrested again. Oh,
Boobs and booze.
Jeremy, I'm just cutting the shows. I'm not going to be. No, I'm just going to be. That's what I want to talk to y'all about. I'm just going to be cutting the shows until I come back. So then, no, the shows won't go on.
No, he thinks we can't handle the shows without him, Jeremy.
No, that's right. My babies.
But that's okay.
I'll take the spot.
I'm the one who busted this thing out and pulled my nipples out and my areolas, and I've nursed these things. Okay.
TMI?
Well, I'm just letting you know that's.
We'll do a different kind of show on those spots for a while. It's all good.
It's just like holding two babies up there like this.
Really?
Yeah, look, see? That got soreness to it.
They look like some kids been feeding off that.
I know, man. I'm telling you, I can cut glass with this shit.
They're teats, aren't they? They're teats.
I have actually 6. They go down like this.
Ooh.
Oh, Lord. Well, let's get back to Greg. Greg, what's happening, brother? We've been discussed about having teats and everything else, and
everything else going forward is boring now. So I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? If you want to know what I'm doing, because it's not going to match up to the the para-areolas that we've been talking about for the past 30 minutes. So
I'd rather discuss anything but those.
Yes, please change subject.
Go for it.
So, the past month I've been traveling across what we call America, and it's been really fun to go to a lot of different paranormal locations. We've done some events over in Virginia. We did something. Have you ever heard of the McIntyre Villa in Atchison, Kansas?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I just heard it.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
This place is seriously off the hook, and I truly was surprised by how much activity that I experienced the night that I was there. I was taking part in a charity event there, and Stephanie, who runs the place, first of all, we go to a lot of paranormal places that are shitholes, right? I mean, they just are. That's just how it works. This is not a shithole. This is an amazing location, well kept. And my God, Stephen, keep it clean for God's sake. And this is a professional program, and it was really we saw so much. And she's going to be on my radio show this Sunday, and she provided me with 6 EVPs that they got, not when we were there, because those were pretty amazing, but 6 EVPs that she had received, you know, let alone the hundreds that she's received. But these are like really standout ones. My God, this is a really cool place. And I was really, really impressed by every aspect of it. And I just, you know, a lot of us are in that area. I would recommend, if you can, to go and check this place out, because it's beautiful. It's in a very haunted city, but the villa, I mean, it's like, it's on the corner of not even a corner, but it's on a street, and you're like, okay, well, it's a house, whatever. You go in there and right away you're just getting stuff. And we saw a really probably the best defined shadow figure I've ever seen in my life up in the attic. And it was weird because like 3 of us saw it, and you could feel the presence. It's almost like that we thought, because we're broken into groups, one was on the floor below, one was in the basement. We thought that somebody came upstairs and was heading back up to our group. We thought it was a person. I mean, I feel like I could feel like, you like kind of see the eyes and stuff in the background. But I mean, Christy and a woman who they're named Regan, they were just, I mean, they both were very much on the same page about it being able to describe it exactly. Wow. Oh my God. I mean, that was really, really cool. Every aspect of this place is amazing.
I don't live far from there. What is the history on that house?
It's a house. You want more?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's on it. What am I, a history book? I don't know. God.
Yes.
You're not Nick.
I'm not Nick. I don't know what the hell's going on around here. I'm surprised I got the name right. I mean, give me a break. I mean,
it has a roof on it.
You've been there then, Howard. You know.
I've seen this house.
4 walls that surrounded it.
It has a bathroom for Howard.
Dad has been there. He said it has bedrooms. He clearly you all been there, obviously. Honestly, I don't know the history clearly. Clearly, I don't know if you picked up on that. But the thing is about this place is that there are 2 EVPs that I'm going to play on Sunday that have British accents to the voices. And I really do wonder if there is some sort of family there or people there that were British at one point, because that just, I mean, very defined. Very, you know, it's not hello, it's hello, you know, sort of EVP. It's really, really defined. Speaking of, well, you said bedrooms, speaking of bathrooms, I remember having to use the facilities at one point, and everyone was down in the dining room area. No one.
Did you clog it? That's the thing. Did they have water, or did you clog it up?
Oh, don't worry about it. They still haven't got that thing working since I've been there. It's been a couple weeks too.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't do it in my home because I don't want to.
You do it proud.
Yeah, pay for that.
Yeah, right. But the running around upstairs, honestly, I mean, I came out running like a weirdo, you know, not too terribly far from the truth, and I'm just like, who's upstairs? And I you know, because as we all do when we do these sort of things, we kind of keep a mental track of who's the group and where are they at any given time. And I mean, as soon as I got there, it's like no one was upstairs. So yes, it was. Do you want to see another demon? I got another demon here to show you all.
All right. And yes, Adrian, yes, it's bubblegum.
Oh,
This is Linus. He's the co-host of Ghost Box Live. He hates me,
Linus?
as many people do, and you know, we have a love-hate relationship.
last I seen Linus, he was sleeping.
He's always sleeping. He's always sleeping. So, right? Are we done? All right.
Wish my cat was like that. She doesn't want any part of this.
What, annoying? You wish your
Yeah,
cat
my other cat, she wants to live her own way.
My cats don't leave me alone.
Yeah, my Linus is, especially since I got back. I mean, it's gone for 3 weeks. He probably thought I was dead. There was like little celebrations I heard that was going on while I was gone, and he was, he just is a shadow now. He just will not leave me alone. I saw a study that said cats are psychotic. So are some of their owners.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I was adopted by one just here real recently, and this thing has fangs that stick out of his mouth all the way down to here.
Oh, those like I always
those.
I always call them vampire cats because of the.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
I named it Phoenix before I saw that because it's a stray, and it wouldn't let nobody close to it. Now it comes in the house to eat.
Good Lord, Pam, I hate to see your house.
No, thank you.
Cat show up to his house. Chad
We just catnap cats. I mean, we got 3 that were strays. One of them, my husband thought was one of our other cats, and catnapped him and brought him in. And I was petting him. I was like, "Wait, wasn't the one that left our house a female? This one's a male. If you didn't know it was our cat, maybe the balls should have told you it wasn't ours." So yeah, we're stuck with him now.
See, that's what pisses me off with people out there nowadays. They got these new equipment out there, and I feel sorry for the male cats out there because what they do is they take these cat balls and they roll them on the ground and they let the paranormal entity spirits play with these balls. So if you have a male cat, don't see. That's what I'm talking about. That's prosthetic now.
Just don't put it in your mouth, Greg.
You will be sorry.
This is the least worst thing I put in my mouth. Anyway. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me, Chad?
and Eileen doesn't care about that stuff. I mean, she goes out there just like with the Three Stooges or something. She just feels which one's fluffiest at the time.
I'm a huge fan of the Three Stooges, so I can relate to that.
Stephen, aren't you going to bed?
I thought you were going to bed.
The conversation is clearly too riveting for him to leave. So
I think he must be afraid of getting nightmares about it.
We're on the ball situation.
Yeah,
balls. That's
great.
A
fair comment, Nick. Actually, yeah.
What's that?
It's a fair comment.
No.
Yeah. I also was at the Octagon Mansion in Withville, Virginia. It wasn't until I got there I realized that it wasn't North Virginia or West Virginia. There is no North Virginia.
Yeah, I was going to say there's no North Virginia.
So as soon as I got, throughout my whole radio show, when I was trying to big up this place, I kept calling it West Virginia, and thankfully not North Virginia. And boy, did I get shit when I got there about that. But that place is also really cool. It's a Civil War museum. It's very, it's beautiful. Have you ever heard of Dinner with a Ghost? John B. Cushman and his wife Debbie put that together. We were a part of that, and I just see Christy's comment about me getting it wrong again. Hey. I kept thinking that Atchison was in Missouri, okay, and it's Kansas. It's right on the border when it comes to the villa. So I really don't know where things are. Let's just call it that way. I was trying to go to Areola, Kansas, and that just didn't work either. So, but we also did a live from Melbourne Manor, which was really cool to do. But
I saw that one.
It was cold. It was very cold, and I'd like to think that the spirits didn't want to come out to play because it was so cold. Didn't fail geography. I just never took it. I didn't think it was important. So I just thought that, never thought I'd leave Minnesota. So look at me now, I guess. Yeah.
No, what is your favorite state you've been to?
Okay.
It's probably easier to say what states I haven't been to, and that would be probably Alaska, Hawaii, and Maine. I think those are the only states I have not been to.
Oh, you got to go to Maine. It's awesome.
And I'm such a lobster lover. I was supposed to go when I went to the to the Warrens convention in October, but we just never made it out that way. There was a lot of other cool things that were done instead. So I think one day I need to get back out there. East Dakota. That's funny. I'm laughing. I'm pissing myself.
He's actually trying to figure out where East Dakota is.
Yeah. And then he also mentioned West Minnesota.
Yeah.
Shit as we speak.
I never hear from Steven until he comes on here to give me shit. I mean, that's awesome. Thank you. That's great. He doesn't return my calls. I call him. He doesn't answer the phone. So,
You're a busy man. You're working all the time. You're a busy man.
I never call him. I'm just kidding. I never call him.
So just curiosity, because no one comes my way. What have you investigated at in Mississippi?
Oh, you're wondering where I investigated at.
I don't go to Mississippi. I go to South Mississippi.
No, I haven't investigated.
I won't go to North Mississippi. No.
I haven't investigated anywhere in Mississippi, I don't think. I think I've been waiting for you to ask me to come out to Mississippi, and it just hasn't happened, and that's been hurtful.
There's an event October 22nd at the Old Southern Funeral Home, all of y'all, Old Southern Funeral Home and the Old Itala County Jail, October 22nd.
Don't tell me dates. I might show up, just so you know. I mean, don't
That's
say it because I might be there.
What happened to yesterday? I'm still fucking having flashbacks, and you telling me shit that's happening in October?
Okay, it's already Mary's putting it on. It's already, ticket sales are already there, so it is very limited ticket sales because they are two. It's 2 locations, but So if you're interested, just saying.
See, what's going to happen, Eileen, is I'm going to show up and you're like, oh, you actually showed up. Hey,
wait,
yay.
Who are you? I don't
Greg,
know.
Gary's here. Yay. It's just like, no, it's Greg. I get it.
I can already picture myself. If I happen to go, I can already see her ass. She's good. Yeah. Hey, he's there. Nick's here. You got my cup?
But I will not do Facebook Live with you while you're traveling.
Why? Because you might get stuck on.
I'm going to assume that's the same thing, too, with Jeremy, right? You're not going to FaceTime him either?
Nick, do you realize one of the times we were talking at your booth, you and I were talking and you were facing me, that Eileen was behind you grabbing your cup and she did take it for a bit.
Snake. She was slipping on the ground like a fucking snake.
Was it you he was talking to?
Yep, I remember that clear as day.
I didn't know who he was talking to. I couldn't remember because I was too busy crawling.
Yeah, you were slithering over to the cup.
It's like every week.
We're planning something here this summer. I want to try to work around all the other dates and weddings and all that good stuff. But we're starting ghost tours here. There is so many locations. It's unreal. And this guy, I posted on our page because I don't know much about this town yet. And he messaged me. He's like, hey, I'm doing ghost tours. And like, he said, I'm going to start them. That would be awesome. Let's do this. How can I help? Let's get this started. But I think it'd be a real good end to be able to. We've had a lot of interest in this town for people to come and learn about the equipment, learn what we do, because all they see is ghost adventures. And I'm like, forget this. Just forget what you just saw. Because here's reality. We're going to go to 100 places. You're not going to see or hear a thing. You might get it at one place. That doesn't mean they're going to come out when you want them to. It doesn't mean they're going to talk to you when you want them to. And, you obviously not going to take, we'll do 20 at a time or so. And we're going to charge, a minimal amount. And if we can find a location that's
what do you call minimal amount?
$20.
$20?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
I didn't ask you.
No, you're talking to a man that's complaining about $5 or less.
That's why I didn't ask you.
Coupon that we could use.
But there's a location here that's all boarded up that is about to get torn down.
So in other words, you're going to charge me $20 to break into somebody else's house?
Not break in.
Okay.
But
You can come here, but you just need to kick down the door.
right. And we use that location
This is coming from a man who
repeatedly
also breaks into
for-
people's hotel rooms.
for
I
learning.
love that.
And all that money goes to the location to keep it going. And I think that'd be good for kids. You know, do something a little different for kids in the daytime. Show them the equipment. Let them see how it works. Let them ask questions. Let them use it. But you know, I think that'd be good for the locations, or at least one. I don't want more than one.
I don't understand the question.
Neither did I.
What?
No,
Nick,
so you mean I can't schedule a dinner with a ghost like that the Octagon Mansion claims? So, like, when you're gonna break in for $20, okay, and you're charging all these people, do we get like maybe a McDonald's hamburger or something?
No,
no, that's too expensive for you, Howard.
no.
Oh no, that's $5 eating right there, isn't it?
They want McDonald's. They're gonna damn well bring it.
Well, he don't
Eileen,
that kind of money.
You look like when you were sitting back, you had a bow in your hair.
yeah, I know it's happened a few times. The damn green screen.
Scoot over. Just scoot over just a little bit. There you go. Yay!
Oh, it's North
Never
Virginia.
goes.
That's what Greg just found it.
You're too quick on that shit.
You know I always do.
At least it's not gummy bears behind you this time.
But look, it's on his shirt now too.
It's coming from the.
Oh my God, it is. Yeah, I did not
Cave
even see
dweller.
that.
The cave dwellers then spoke.
Let's be honest. I don't even know where I am right now, let alone what you're talking about North Virginia. So, you know.
Hey, you're the one who brought it up. Don't
Hey,
look at
wait.
me.
I thought it was real until you told me otherwise. So
I think the first advice we ought to give newbies when we're training or you know, even giving
don't
them any kind
investigate
of
North
advice
Virginia.
North
No.
Virginia.
is you do not wear spandex in IR camera because you will look naked. I saw somebody on a show the other day. I was like, oh wow.
And dare I say, maybe just even if you're not on camera, let's just
Sometimes, yeah.
let's just get away with that altogether.
And if you're going with Adrian on her ghost hunt, make sure you bring bail money. That's the next one.
That's very possible.
She was good on her ghost hunt with me. My little halo was shining.
Yeah, it's held up by the horns.
I didn't say what. It's just as shiny.
Howard.
Oh, Lord of mercy. Oh, I want to go ghost hunting with Eileen Jones. Let's go ghost hunting, Eileen.
Hey, I mean,
I got a place for you to go into.
I'm waiting for them to let's get us into that hospital. Let's all go to the hospital again.
No, I'm ready to go ghost hunting with you. I'll wait outside while you go in. It's Angola prison in Louisiana. You know, they say it's it is abandoned, and I'm sure the ghosts there would like you. What you think? Let's do this.
Let's go to Hazelhurst first.
I say let's do the prison first. I think you get more. Whoever actually investigated a prison, don't you get more activity at a prison?
I enjoy
What kind of activity are you talking about?
I mean,
Well, the kind of
Come here, little boy.
backdoor paranormal lights. I mean,
Howard drops the soap too much.
Come here, little boy. You're so cute.
oh Lord of mercy. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that thing. I swear to God.
Oh, geez. No, it's not about Angola. I've heard of that prison.
Yeah, I bet.
No, I just look up the history. You know me, but it's actually said to be like the largest maximum security prison in the United States.
Yeah, it's right there in Louisiana.
Yeah.
And you see Chrissy getting on to you, Howard?
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah, only she could say horns. I didn't see you quote that. I mean, let me know.
What do you know?
So, yeah, Greg, I was going to say, Stephen wants to know, have you been to West Virginia? Have you been to East Virginia also?
I don't know why he's like this. I come in here with an open heart, trying to be a helpful guest. And this is what I get from, Stephen. I tried to help him a couple times in the past, and this is the thanks I get. So,
but what color is that open heart?
Well, it's black, of course,
okay.
But whatever color coal is, I'm not quite sure, but it keeps me warm when I put a fire near it.
Shower room activity. They didn't have a lot of shower room activity. It was just.
Don't need ghosts for that.
It's an old Civil War prison.
Yeah, Angola. Yeah, we need
Angola. Yeah.
I'll stand outside while y'all go in. And okay.
I'll do it.
Oh, why not? Angola or bust.
So the guy from Illinois,
Angola, y'all be bust. But I mean, y'all can go right on in that place.
Do they allow investigations there?
Oh yeah.
I know there are some certain areas of the prison that they've closed down because those are the older sections of the prison, but of course, because it's still active, other parts are still in operation.
No, don't tell them that.
Hey, you didn't tell me beforehand.
3 pack of cigarettes.
Hey, Gray, I'm everyone's really saying you really should try East Virginia.
That's what I'm reading. Once I get back from Florida Island, I will definitely give it a shot and see what's going on in East Virginia, as well as checking out South New York. That's another famous place that I love. So, Howard, Nick is laughing so hard he disappears. It's incredible. He's totally losing his.
Nick has to actually wear. He wears the pins like I do. So we can actually think for a little bit while we do these shows.
Are you a light hologram, Nick? Just curious.
Nope, I'm just my usual self.
Now he's gone.
He loves blending into his background.
No, I'm not even doing anything. It's just the screen. It's the camera doing that.
I've never had anyone laugh so much they laughed out of existence. That's incredible.
We're actually talking to a spirit here, okay?
Areola, is that you?
Spin for us if you can hear us.
I have the spirit tassel you can wear.
Yeah. Spin.
No.
Yeah.
That's another ITC device, the spirit tassel.
So, Greg, backstage you mentioned something. I do apologize. We really didn't get a lot of time to talk at Fear Fest, and I really don't know much about you. But
you don't like me.
That's it. So tell people who have never watched your shows, what is the concept behind them?
So Ghost Box Live is basically taking the spirit box, which I don't have near me. I have a cat. And what I'd like to do every Sunday night is reach out to people's loved ones. It's as simple as that. It's kind of mediumship. It's like one question readings, but with the spirit box. That's the point, is to reach out to people, friends and family. And I can't tell you how often when we do make connection, that people are that it really resonates with them. It really touches them. It really makes them feel good. And that's why I'm in the paranormal. That's what it's all about for me. The scary locations, obviously as an investigator, we all love those places. We all love to experience and explore. But for me, I love being able to get someone's loved one to come through. I remember when we're at the McIntyre Villa, and we reached out through the spirit box to somebody's grandmother, and her voice came. And I asked them, is this her voice? And I always say, if it isn't, don't feel like you have to tell me that. because I don't want it to be forced. I want it, if it doesn't sound like her, that's fine. And she's like, no, that's her, as tears are rolling down her face. You know, it's beautiful. And it's just one of those things. Sorry, I'm just reading. I just learned how to read, so this is new for me.
But
I'd love
still not there
to be
yet.
there. I don't know some of the big words that are up on the screen. I'm still working through those. I think they're called silly bulls. But
Sound them out. Sound them out. Come on.
Right.
Greg.
Stephen. What is?
Step pen. I
just learned my own name last week, so it's all new to me. Yeah, that sounds great, Stephen. Absolutely. I'd be honored. And then we're hoping to start on a new show on Tuesday nights after Anais, which is going to be more experimental sessions, because we've done shows where we've tried to reach out through the spirit box to like aliens.
So that was next.
It is Bakun. And just not as interesting as real bacon, unfortunately. And just to reach out to, and Pamela, I actually will finish a sentence at one point, but Pamela, her relatives come through quite a bit. And that is something that is really interesting to see, because her name will come through quite a bit, and she's able to tag who that is. Like, she'll hear it and she'll be able to be like, this is so-and-so, this is somebody else. And all I'm doing here is just basically moderating, mediating, if you will, trying to get things through. And then at the end of every program, I will cross over spirits who need it. Not every spirit needs it, which is really interesting. I got a reading from a woman named Nita out in Ireland about a month or so ago. And I know her. And I know her, tangentially through other people, but I got a reading from her, and she doesn't watch my show. The timings don't match up. And she said to me, Greg, you bring spirits home, don't you? And I said, I do, I guess. And she's like, that's what you're here for. You bring spirits home, because I do cross them over on a very regular basis. And we cross over a lot. And you can feel, for those of you who have watched, you can feel the energy shift when it happens. And it's really exciting. It's very exciting to do so. And it's fun to be able to be experienced it, but it's also really emotional. I mean, there's people who get really emotional about this because it's so important. It's their relatives, it's their family members that are coming through. Cool. Yes, let's talk, Stephen, because I do have we just set it up. We have an event in July that's going to be at the McIntyre Villa, and also at Hotel Josephine, which has just been on Ghost Hunters, and we're going to have an event there. I think it's the 8th and 9th. Christy, correct me if I'm wrong. And it's really it's going to be really cool that we're trying to get into these different locations. We also have an event in Virginia, not West Virginia, in Virginia on June 24th. So there's going to be a lot of cool things coming up. And this year I decided I'm going to travel. I'm going to get out there. I think we all are kind of that way. Let's get out there. Let's explore. Let's see what's going on. So I'm impressed. So yeah. Ghost Box Live.
Boxes, you have. I've seen you work, on the shows and stuff like that. I've seen shows and all that. And you have one with knobs, so you can tune them in.
Do I have knobs? Did you say?
Oh, right. Do you have knobs to tune in on your ghost boxes?
Yeah, I mean, I could change the sweep. Anybody who works in the ITC is going to be like, don't use the SB7, which is the mass-produced spirit box. That is, not going to work for you. It's not good. When I do the Facebook Lives, I use the SB7 because we have found, and we've tried a lot of different things when I started up, the SB7 comes through the best for people watching on the other end. And, Howard, as we have talked about, and I kind of stopped I when stuff like this happens and other people aren't there, I try to actually stop it because I don't feel right about it. You know, we felt your daughter come through. You've been with me once when she's come through, but she came through another time and you weren't there. And it feels a little odd for me to continue a conversation because I just don't feel right about doing that without you there. But
no,
it felt like it was her.
She wants to come out, let her come out. I mean, that's what she does.
We didn't stop talking to her. But it was just kind of like, you know, hoping that, you know, it's just, we want you to hear it, you know, and I get really concerned, like not to jump on like a sort of like oh, this might be her, therefore it is, you know, I don't want to jump to assumptions. I don't want to jump to conclusions. And that's the thing that I'm mostly concerned about when I do these, because I don't want it to be like, okay, we can have, maybe there's a voice that might sound like her. I don't want it to be that way. I like it to be a little bit more
authentic.
Yeah, just like, and you're going to be the only one that would be able to tell us,
right?
Yes, that's her.
Because I was asking about the knobs, because it's like areolas. You can actually sit there and tune those things in.
Well, yeah, and I asked Areola about that in Salina, Kansas, and she wasn't too pleased about that question. So, you know, I mean, you got to be careful about these things, Howard. You got to, you know, have some sort of decorum. So,
wait, do you know that word?
Decorum?
That's a big freaking word, man. You
I learned it yesterday, and I've been using it in every sentence since.
Oh. There you go, Chad. Yes, you can. You actually can tune in areolas. Yes, you can.
I thought it said you can't tuna. For some reason, I saw an A after the N. I thought it was
people from Mississippi. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, I thought he was smelling you.
And I'm not talking about all people in this. Just in like your neighborhood, and then we get more to like
in
your
house, in my bedroom,
right where you're sitting at right now.
I was just thinking he was smelling you, and he was getting a little confused there.
No, mine smells like lilacs.
Wow, Chad.
Now I have to change my incense. Thanks.
That's Howard.
I'm thinking of Howard now.
Oh Lord, it'd be like another scene from Porky's or something like that. It had a mole on it. Oh, look. Okay, Joanne said, "Yeah, I can just believe that." Yeah, that's right.
That girl has tuna on the brain.
She does. Damn it. Close your legs.
Yeah.
Howard?
Sounds like my ex-wife, quite honestly. But...
Oh, Lord of mercy. So what else you got going on, Greg?
Let's see. I got, like I mentioned, we have a couple events coming up that's going to be pretty cool. And if I were anywhere near like prepared, I would put them in the comments, but you can go to my Facebook page and I have them out there. But I also do the radio show on Sundays at 4 p.m. And that's just, you know, that's just us all talking, you know, bringing paranormal people, ufology. I'm really excited because I'm going to have on, well, this Sunday I'm going to have on Stephanie from the McIntyre Villa, but in a few weeks I'm going to have on, you all hear about back during World War II, the battle for Los Angeles?
I've seen the movie.
What was that? See, that's about 2 hours. We had to agree on something there.
So since none of you clearly know what I'm talking about,
do you know what you're talking about?
Well, you do know.
Do you know?
Yeah, I know. I think I'm the only one on here that knows what I'm talking about.
I don't live in Los Angeles, so I don't know. So inform me.
So back, and this is, I don't know a lot of people actually know this. It's been on documentaries and stuff, but it's one of those things that kind of fell through the cracks over the years. It's during World War II in Los Angeles, the Army was deployed to attack something in the sky. And everyone thought it was like Japanese forces, but it wasn't. And they don't really know what it is. The government later came out to say that it was like a weather balloon, as they always do. And so there's a lot of people who think, and maybe Chad has the right opinion there. I'm not here to say what it is, but I'm here to say, though, I'm going to have someone on in a couple weeks to talk about it. And I think it's very fascinating, as well as UFOs that appeared over the state capitol, or not the state capitol, the national capitol, and the White House in 1953. It's 52 or 53.
I remember that. I remember seeing pictures.
You remember seeing it there when it happened?
I remember seeing pictures.
Were you in Washington, D.C. at the time?
Yes, I was. I was president at that time.
I didn't vote for him.
I'm in control. Yeah, no, so Chase Klotsky, anyone know who that is? She's a ufologist, and I'm going to have her on the show. So I'm really excited about that. That's going to be fun. I don't get a lot of UFO shows on anymore, and I'm really excited to finally get something like that. And I've been really focusing mainly on paranormal.
Yeah, they are fun. Matter of fact, next week we're having a UFO show on Paranormal Small Talk. I'm bringing back Mike Heston. He's going to be on there. Matter of fact, he just did a show on Discovery Plus, and they were talking about the Travis Walton incident and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to be talking. He's got some questions. Matter of fact, it's going to be more interactive on that show because he wants to ask the audience some questions and get feedback from them. So it's going to be an interesting show.
When is this?
Next week on Paranormal Swamp Talk, and he's going to be back on Pitre Dish March 24th.
After you come back.
No, the last one.
Oh, that was the last
one.
That's the last one.
Okay.
Final episode.
Yeah. I think I love Mike to death. He's a real close personal friend of mine. He's confided in me with a lot of stuff that actually happened there. When all that happened, and he's just an all-around good guy. He's talented. He does art. He's not just a UFO guy. That's far from it. He has a family. He's just like anybody else. It's just something extraordinary happened to him that he's just getting his voice heard. So.
Which everybody should have a chance to do that.
Yes. Not you so much, but everybody.
Oh my God!
I have to go to Adrian. I gotta pick on Adrian. Showing loves. I think when I come back, we're going to do the gummy bear escapades. That'll be the theme of the wedding: gummy bears on a wedding cake. One gummy bear, people. One.
Just one only.
Are you all in the gummy bears now? I'm just curious.
Does Greg know the story? I don't know.
Why am I not on?
No. This started as a very nasty thing between Howard and Chrissy.
Hey, don't drag me into this. I'm just
Really?
I'm just observing. I'm just an observer. I was there, I observed what I saw, and I was being
They
told.
seem to think that, I don't know, gummy bears are sex toys. I don't know.
They go in the cave.
Did you
That's
say
all I
gummy bears are sex toys?
They seem to think so.
No.
Explain how that works, please.
With the other stuff.
They go in a cave, apparently, and then they're eating. I don't
Not
know.
my cave.
Yeah, mine either. Right.
And it ain't Yogi Bear either. This is like a grizzly bear, you know.
Fist size, perhaps. I don't know.
Okay, now his nickname is Polar Bear.
I love Chrissy's comments.
It's because you said he was eating gummy bears in bed.
No, puppy, no, no, let's go back to that episode. Who started that? It was not him.
No, you said he was eating gummy bears in bed.
I did.
I remember seeing it was like a Care Bear scene when you see them cartoons.
And somebody took it way out there.
I just seen the light come out of the tummy, and I was like, "What the fuck happened here?"
I would like to visit your guys' planet someday.
Me too.
It's POS Box, Colorado.
Let me know when the next rocket ship is lifting off. I'll come and visit.
Northeast Colorado.
Hopefully it'll take me with it.
Is that East Colorado or is that West Colorado?
It might be South Colorado or North Colorado.
Yeah, it's very south, yes.
Read what she's saying, what Chrissy's saying.
That is not what I said. Oh my God, you guys.
As Chad says, Greg, they eat gummy bears out of a cave out of South Colorado is what I think that what he's missing out there. So, yeah.
Here we go.
It's right next door to the fireworks stand and the porno shop.
The porno shop belongs to the one that wants to keep commenting this shit.
Yeah, South
Yes,
I
it was
hear
on
you.
a live, and Chrissy's right. We can turn around and replay that for you to show you and Zach started that.
No, we did. I said he ate him in bed. That had nothing to do with.
And you said that's never mind. I'm
Do
being a
any
little
of y'all
nicer. You
remember
took
that?
that
He had him like this. He goes, "Arr." And I was like, "Oh my Lord!" They put that on the podcast.
Nick, do not encourage this.
Oh,
I
Lord.
agree with Chad. It was South something.
South.
Oh my Lord!
You know what? At this age, if this old lady's getting it, I will take it. Whatever.
You go for it, girl. Go for it.
That's when I went and immediately
applaud
changed your
you.
name. I went and immediately changed your name on chat to Gummy Bear.
I love that, Greg. That's
Those
good.
gummy bears have knocked out for Colorado gummy bears.
That is awesome, Greg.
Remember, this is legal here.
Wait, we gotta watch out. The show's
There's got to be
G-rated.
something not to eat a few of those things. It's legal here too in Louisiana, so we're all good.
Is it really?
Nothing is legal out of Minnesota. We just burned down our buildings. So
Really? And that's on a Tuesday night, right?
it truly was actually. Yeah.
Chrissy, sorry, phone call. Shit, yeah,
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh, and look over there. Oh, I think she's chewing on a couple herself. Look at her.
No, I'm eating corn chips. I haven't had dinner yet.
Full of THC?
No, I haven't been to your place yet.
Damn it.
Yeah, they said they got them shops all over the place. They even got that stuff for dogs and cats and stuff like that in these places. I mean, it's like, wow, look at this. And you can get different flavors. You can get different flavors. You can get anything you want. It's like your local hookup.
It is. Every corner here, and you don't have to have a Colorado ID either.
No, you don't have to have a Louisiana State ID either. You can just walk on in and buy and walk out.
I was like, I can't go in. I don't have Colorado IDs. Like, yeah, you can. Okay.
I seen a dude, they even got potato chips now and shit like that. I mean, it's like a little grocery store you walk in there. It's like, God damn, look at this, Walmart.
Yeah.
Dad, I get what you're saying. You got a card, but that was the same way in New Mexico. It's not legal yet. You had to have a medical card. The reason I refuse to do that is because they're going to take my gun license if I get a medical card. I refuse.
Right.
Mhm.
I enjoy
license
my
you to
gun.
carry your gun. I license you to carry your gun.
Don't
Just
talk.
like-
Don't take. Don't take
Just
her
like when you just like when you break into them houses. I mean, I say go for it. Hey, y'all come on in through this window. I'm only going to charge y'all $20.
Open the door, let them in, take care of business.
There's ghosts here.
Oh,
The ghost did it.
Yeah, there you go.
The gummy bears did it.
That's true in a way, though, isn't it? I mean,
that's a calling card. She leaves a gummy bear on the windowsill.
Hey, that's
The
an
gummy bear
idea.
Let's
Oh.
gummy bears for your pets or something.
Oh, Lord.
Gummy bear explorers? I don't know. Okay, Chad, let's go back here. I thought that too, but I guess that's not true about that. Okay, in New Mexico, it is. As soon as you get it, you are not allowed to conceal carry
Yeah, but
anymore.
but if you're taking CBD, it's not.
No,
It's not
CBD
like
is
smoking
different.
weed. Right.
No,
It's
yeah,
not-
he's not
Yeah.
talking
it's a
CBD.
drink.
Yeah, but a medical card is for THC.
Yeah.
Mm.
But in Mississippi, they'll take your guns away too.
Oh yeah.
Your virginity, your guns, all that.
Wait, I'm with
Your virginity?
Wait. Let's go back. What? I might be able to. Oh, never mind.
Isn't that true, Eileen?
wait, people got their virginity in Mississippi?
Get taken away.
I didn't know they ever
lost
had it.
mine at 43. I don't know. But
What the heck?
Oh,
That's the Russians they're attacking.
yeah, that's. Yeah, I don't know.
It's coming
I'm not
after us.
surprised if here in Illinois it's the same thing too. Like they take certain things, like because we actually got, believe it or not, we actually do have some of the strictest gun laws here in the state, in the U.S.
Yeah, we don't.
It's a different story with us.
Oh Lord!
You just can't shoot a neighbor in the head.
Y'all done already,
Wait! You can't.
y'all done ran off poor Greg. Look, he didn't say fuck it. He just walked. I'm
This
out.
is like a gummy bears.
I think he's just. Oh wait! What did you say, Elaine? You can't. What again?
It's just frowned upon if you shoot your neighbors in the head. They don't like you doing that.
That's the only safe spot that they actually. They wouldn't hit no vital organs out there.
Pamela, you'll be in what in October?
She'll be in Illinois. I think that's
Illinois. That's the
IL. IL is the whatever you call it. Just Illinois. That's that.
Abbreviation?
It's like-
Yeah, it's abbreviation. I can't.
What was
I
that
can't
again?
decide.
What was that again, Eileen? Say that again.
In kindergarten, there's no noise in Illinois.
No, I do that to annoy
Yes.
Nick.
Yeah, she does that all the time. I always have to correct her. It's Illinois. The S is silent.
I don't do it to anyone but Nick.
Finally, you see that? Y'all did. He just said, "Oh, look,
What's up, Dave?
I agreed to do this show. I'm just coming back to do it." That's sweet.
How many
Illinois
gummy bears did you
noise.
go eat, Greg?
I just went to upper Minnesota to drop some potatoes off at the pool. So now I'm back. So
We call it PP.
Well, it sounds like it's the other end if he's dropping potatoes.
it'd be too quick if I was dropping potatoes, but
Lot of mash nowadays.
Chad, don't even
well, to get them
started.
down, yeah, you have to.
No, but it's rough all
Shitty
the
plumbing
time.
here.
But see, I told Nick I will say Illinois correctly the moment I get my cup.
And I always keep telling her they do have Spirit Halloween stores down in Mississippi.
It's an hour away.
Hey, man.
Well, wait until this October. They might change that because they always switch
Wait,
locations.
and I need your DNA on it.
She's gonna shoot her neighbor with your DNA.
You know what you're gonna have to. You know what you're gonna have to do then now, Nick.
I hate to know what you're going to say next.
I was just going to say to spit in the cup.
That wasn't what I was thinking.
I'm sure that's not what he was thinking either.
Howard, I'm just going to say this. She may take my cup, but she'll never take my freedom.
That's right. You ain't taking his freedom.
Freedom!
I could have locked you in the sub basement down in Kansas.
You tried to take Nick down the sub basement in Kansas. What was that?
That was horrible.
I could have locked him in the sub basement in Kansas.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you could have taken him in the sub basement, and I would have to say, no, I'd throw water on you.
No, yeah, that is true. She could have if she wanted to, but I was already out. But I was still lost in the upper basement for like 5 minutes.
That was you, Nick. You actually went to the bathroom and everybody left you getting there.
Yeah, they did. It was like, oh my God. So what happened was I had to use the washroom, of course, and I wasn't sure where it was. So one of the guides showed me where it was. And of course, the whole basement was pitch black. So as I finish up and as I'm walking out, I see that the entire group I was with, which I was with Mustafa's group, they were gone.
We won't say who else was in that group.
Yeah, I was with them.
Y'all so wrong, man. I would have left a can of corn, Nick. That's what I would have done.
Yeah, I mean, literally, I walk out and even the guide is gone, and I'm like calling out, like, hello, is anybody there? And I don't get anything, and then I'm starting to get kind of nervous because I'm not really worried about like anything paranormal. It's like because I wasn't really familiar with this place, and each time I was going through different like hallways and corridors to try to get back to the stairs or find an exit. I'm just going deeper inside, and I even I tried calling on my phone, both through the actual numbers and Facebook, and I could see Eileen is laughing. I couldn't even get a connection, and I was like starting to freak out because again, I didn't.
The temple consumed you, Nick.
What?
The temple consumed you.
It kind of did, because at that point, all I was just simply thinking was, how was I going to get out of here? Because it was starting to freak me out, and I finally eventually found
alone.
What?
At least the spirits left you alone. You could have yelled out, "Hey, anybody there?" And all of a sudden, everything brightens up, and you're a scene from The Shining or something.
Yeah,
like the ballroom scene. Come on up here, Nick.
See, I know
we didn't have any children go join us.
Oh my God! See, I'll be honest. I mean, if we didn't have to go upstairs, because again, that was when we were switching areas. If we didn't have to switch, that actually would have been a perfect time to do a solo investigation, because I did have all of my equipment with. So, but I was pissed off though. When I came back upstairs. No, wait, and a homeless man with gummy bears.
That's possible there. It is.
He was barking at you also?
And that would be me.
I think I'd be screaming, crying, and getting the hell out of there then.
I'll take credit for that. I'll be the homeless man in the G-string.
Is that when you found us up on the stage, Nick?
It might have been. No, it was actually before that, because we were at the stage first, and then we went down to the basement.
I think you had already left, because it was after we left the Eastern Star room.
Okay, yeah, that's when we left.
Yeah, it was like I said, it was difficult for those couple minutes, because even though I had a flashlight with, it was still kind of hard to see in that place, even in the dark. I mean, truth be told, in the serious kind of way, I was still kind of fumbling my way throughout the darkness, which was terrifying in of itself, because in the pitch blackness, I was afraid I was going to touch something or someone, or worse, trip and seriously get injured. Because again, until then, I've never been to this place before.
That sub-basement is dirt floor.
Oh my God. I'm glad I wasn't down there. That would have even been worse. It was, again.
No, it was worse than that. You were touching yourself. That would have been worse.
Wait, what? Whoa, go back for a sec. What was that?
What?
Howard, did you get Vaseline on your hands at the Mardi Gras? What?
That's
I think someone broke her.
It's common to polls. Yeah, that's true. that Friday before the weekend before Mardi Gras, they greased the poles.
Oh,
What poles? Why do you have poles?
Yeah,
Well, on
what
Bourbon
poles
Street,
are you
they got balconies.
Okay.
Okay. And they got these poles that hold up the balconies. So during Mardi Gras, it's been a tradition to grease the poles. They get out there with Vaseline, they grease these burlesque dancers go out there and they grease the poles, and it's to prevent people that are walking on Bourbon Street from climbing up the poles and getting into the balconies.
Oh.
Did you participate wearing a G-string?
Yeah. I greased a few. I mean, I didn't have Vaseline.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to know what you greased it with. Or maybe you do. I don't know. I don't know what people want from you.
There's a YouTube video of Howard.
for him to keep his clothes on, his nipples under his shirt,
Ariel,
and
Areolas, that's right.
panties
Correct
on.
terminology. Use the correct terminology.
there's a theme here tonight, Adrian. Okay.
Do what?
What?
What'd you say?
I don't know.
What happened?
He just showed his aerial.
How many of those you had tonight?
Not enough? Is that a good answer?
Yes.
I'm drinking Crystal Light. That's good.
I was about to say, what the hell was that?
I don't know.
Vader.
Yeah,
That's Howard's little thing that walks behind him all the time.
my little thing does walk behind me sometimes.
Your
You
aerial.
walked into that one, Adrian.
That little thing that walks behind him is sitting in the front yard waiting on him.
It does wait on me. I guess it comes from running.
Stop digging the hole, Adrian. Stop digging the hole.
You'll just end up falling down the rabbit hole then.
I'm just waiting to push him in it.
Sasquatch calling. Yep. Howard was doing a Sasquatch calling. That's what it was.
Well, that's what happened the last night show. I mean, it turned into a freaking SWAT show.
Joanne, that's just his mating call.
All right, see. Walls had broken glass and spiked nails. It was crazy. Well, what are you talking about, Dave?
His mind.
He's talking about Adrian's playroom.
Okay, I'm going to say this. If anybody can be as freaky as I am at this age, more power to them.
Hey, my hat's off to you. Go for it. That's what I say.
What age? What do you mean by this age?
She has not broken a hip yet.
That's right.
She's
Probably younger than I am.
She's what? She's
I'm older than you are.
29.
How
She's
dare you.
29. And she's 20. She's old. She's 29.
So I'm old too then.
You're not old. Stop that.
You're
No, stop
getting
that right
there. You're getting there, Nick.
Getting there. I'm
Start
gonna
a
have
whole
to
new
quit calling you
decade.
that.
Start a whole new
Baby.
decade next year.
now. Nick, what are you? 30? Did you say?
Well, you were close. 29.
Go to hell.
I'll have to quit calling him the baby soon.
Dad,
Oh.
did we corrupt you?
Now here's the thing, Nick. How old do you think I am? And I'm prepared to be embarrassed in person.
85.
Yeah, close.
I'm gonna have to put it to early to mid 40s.
I like you a little bit more. That's good. Yeah, we're all right. We're all right over
Okay.
here. I'm 48.
48. Okay, so I was
You're
somewhat
old.
close.
Go to hell. I meant. No, I'm not.
Oh, good Lord.
They were all-
Joanne, early 50s.
Oh wow.
Was she saying about herself or me? Because it's the hoodie. The hoodie always makes me look older.
Who are you talking about? Who's
Joanne says early 50s.
Yeah. Chad, who are you talking about that's old?
And you said you didn't have any gummy bears tonight, right?
I heard gummy bears are supposed to increase your life expectancy.
There we go.
Oh, it's great. Oh, Joanne, she said she's 60.
See, but you're not old. Just
Okay.
Greg's old.
Let's play
No,
the
in
guessing
Canada,
game.
actually, they don't age like we do down here.
Well, it's 'cause we
Yeah,
have to put
let's
up with
play that
you.
guessing
What
game.
age is you?
How old's Howard?
94.
I don't have a number high enough.
I'm I could be 94, but I got a 14.
Can I use 3 numbers for that answer?
Chance, I'm 75. That is true. You hit it right on. You good.
I'm gonna have to go with mid
For
50s.
Howard.
53.
I'm an old man. Oh,
We'll go with that.
You're still in your 50s, right?
yeah. 10
Or
years
not?
ago.
I don't know.
10, 15 years ago, I was.
Well, don't age that damn good down there.
A few months ago, I started finding gray hairs.
Oh, I feel so sorry for
Where?
you. Wait,
Don't tell me, actually. I don't want
what's
to
this?
know. Keep that to yourself.
He hasn't been manscaping lately.
Or you get in the light.
Shaped like a Florida
Keep
lake.
your gray hairs to yourself. I don't want to know. I did just get a
Well, that's
letter
all
from
his hair. Chad.
AARP.
Look a little closer.
No.
Harness? Do we have a swing on the ceiling?
Where?
She
Your
swings
house?
from her
Good
harness.
Yeah, Joanne.
Is that called a sex swing?
Pamela and Tom.
Oh my
yeah.
I didn't know that. Did you install it properly?
If she's swinging from it, she did.
That's actually kind of
If I install it, you'd be on your back right now.
And not in a good way.
Not in a good way. More of a broken back.
Oh, that's awesome.
And not
I
a
love
mountain
her.
either. Yeah.
I love it.
guilty.
I love it. I love
Did we
it.
break this show yet?
Stepped into the naughty. No.
Okay, let's do this. How old am I? You're not going to hurt my feelings.
15?
Yeah.
45.
Yeah.
Nick, you need to be the one that tells
Technically, I'm
her and then pay the consequences for your actions.
Joanne says 45.
Chad, I'm 29 for starters. I see that.
Y'all the same age.
That's
Y'all
the
Irish
average age for a
twins.
woman.
I'm gonna have to go with
Don't say 70.
no.
Don't
Don't even think about it.
You were. I could tell.
No, I wasn't. I was gonna say
he was. It's gross. How rude.
I was gonna say somewhere actually like around late 40s, like 47, 48.
Okay.
Okay, Howard.
And you are no longer friends with Adrian. It's as simple as that. That's amazing how quickly that changed, isn't it?
Howard.
What happened? I'm sorry. I was reading that message that came in.
Yeah. How old am I, Howard?
I don't know, mentally or physically. Which way was that?
Birthday. Neither one, mentally or
Again,
physically.
is it mentally or physically?
5 years old?
5 years.
No, you got to put her at least 16 mentally.
That's true, actually. I saw her at the bar the first night at Salina. Yes, you're right.
She's been eating gummy bears in bed, or Zach's been eating gummy
Out of
bears
the
in bed.
cave,
She's
yeah.
gotta at least be 16.
I know her true age, but I'll say her appearance, she can probably go for about 35, 36.
I'm 47. I turned 48
Oh!
in May.
Ooh, I was only
I was
10
right
off.
You're welcome. And you wanted to mute me. See, I'm over there. Look, I'm throwing you something there. Look, there you go.
Greg, you want to take back from what I said there? Because I was right.
But she does. Adrian does look young for it.
You dug your own grave, Nick. You have to lie in it. Bury you alive, unfortunately.
I just act like I'm 21 because I never got to do 21. I was raising kids.
Thank you.
But as for like, Eileen, she looks like she's 48.
Were you drunk when we went? Because that's not what the rest of us saw.
Oh Lord. Let's see. Chad said he
I would
wouldn't
have
have
said
said 47.
47. You would have been right.
He wouldn't have
said.
So he might have said
2
younger.
months.
He might have thought younger, giving Chad the benefit of the doubt, even though he's been rising me all night. I'm the bigger man here in all aspects, and just want to make sure that you all know that. So.
Jeremy, I hope it's not storming at your house.
I'm 24.
Yeah, okay. 2,400 perhaps. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. More that times 3.
Go for it, Howard. How old do you think I am?
48.
Greg?
How old you are?
37.
37. Nick, though, this is where it's always fun. Where Nick thinks where people are at. This is where I get the best enjoyment of the evening.
Yes.
The problem is Nick knows
Don't
too
get it
much,
wrong.
and he retains every damn thing he hears.
Yes, he does.
Now, Nick, just know getting a woman's age wrong is really not a good thing, and they don't forget that. Now, go ahead. Your guess.
I'm gonna have to go with 45.
Jesus Christ.
Oh Lord, she's gonna now. She's gonna want to.
Next time she sees
She's
you.
not just gonna steal your cup. She's gonna do some mean shit to you now.
Have that cup up your ass next time she sees you.
Oh, I'm gonna have to.
Adrian is on you now, bitch. No, woman.
When did we filter this show?
Oh, I said
35.
29.
42. I'll be 43 in April.
Wow, Nick,
Yeah,
you are
close.
so off. Really
Close.
embarrassingly bad.
Well, see, here's the problem.
North Korea, shit. North Virginia. You know what? The buzz is that North Virginia is just like North Korea. So,
We're just
you
on
know,
the plane.
leave your nukes. Leave your nukes there, okay? Screw you, Nick.
See, now, the problem is, Nick knows I always tell him I've got a kid about his age.
How old's your kid?
My oldest one, and yes, I started young. My oldest one is 26.
Okay, yeah, I didn't think that would be that. Yeah, I mean, still nowhere near Nick's age.
My oldest is 30. My oldest is older than Nick.
My cat is older than Nick. He's lived a long time.
My youngest is 14.
My damn tarantula is 15 years old.
Oh, really?
Linus is 13 years old, actually.
Oh, wow.
I lay him to bed every night in a coffin to make things easier the next day in case the inevitable happens. So
He's awful spunky.
Jeremy, keep going up.
She's 35.
yeah, raise that 35 to maybe just a lot more.
Tad more.
Keep going. 2 more.
It's a little more.
35. I'd love to be 35.
See, I want to be 24 again and stop there. I always say I'm 24 because I could always say I was in my early 20s. But once you hit 25,
Jeremy.
you can no longer say you're in your early 20s. You're in your mid 20s.
My 30s were horrible. It was really not a great time of my life. So actually, once I hit 40, things really, really hit really well. And
So
8 years later, still going.
So that leads me to the question, Greg, because I'll be 30 next year. Should I be scared?
Only
Everything-
if you're married.
Yeah.
Greg, how old were you when you started doing medium work?
When I started doing what?
Doing medium work.
48. The funny thing is about that is that was really scared to call myself a medium in any way because I hold that title, that word so highly.
Mhm.
And then when I had that reading from Nita in Ireland, she said to me, how do you bring through spirits through the spirit box? And I said, well, I call them in, because I don't just turn it on and I don't just turn it on and ask for spirits. And she's just like, so you're like a medium? And I said, oh, no. And she's like, either you own it or you shut the fuck up, basically.
Yeah.
And
I like
said,
her.
yeah, she's amazing. And so I'm like, okay, and I'm like, I'm a medium. I couldn't even say it out loud because I do hold that so high. We all know there's a lot of great mediums out there, like, for example, on Hey Boo and a lot of other things. And for me to just call myself that is kind of weird to me. But I use mediumship to bring in spirits. And I've been doing that for about 12 years. Okay. And because I sit there and I call them in prior to me even turning on the box. And I think that works well in my favor. Granted, there's times that I turn on the box and I have other people with me and they're getting in a lot more information than I am. And I think ego is a big part of paranormal investigating, where you have to be like, there's some days that you're not going to get anything and it's up to the other people to get what you need. And whatever works for people, that's the best. But that's when I started doing it. Also, I just want to quickly say, when I talked with Nita, I started to get a smell of like cherry tobacco coming in. It was very strong, very, very strong. And next thing I know, her in Ireland is like, I'm getting it also. I'm getting it at the same time. And it would go to her and it would come to me. And it would like alternate between the two of us. And that was pretty amazing, actually. She told me that was Native American influence. And Lori Johnson, who I'm friends with, who's on Ghost of Shepherdstown, she's just like, no, that's a relative of yours. So I really don't know where it came from.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that you didn't call yourself that. I had no idea. That's what I've always associated you with.
I don't call myself a medium. I call myself extra large.
Christy calls me medium cheddar because that's the kind of cheese I like. So, medium cheddar is kind of what we are now.
Sharp or mild?
No, I'm medium. I'm a medium cheddar. I don't like sharp and I don't like mild. I'm medium, which is kind of,
Howard, no.
I'm not processed yet.
There's nothing,
at least not yet, at least.
Nothing that you discuss that is large about you. Stop it.
Extra large.
Especially not that.
Extra large.
Stop it.
Well, I've already came out and told you. I mean, if
maybe the gummy bear cave,
I don't know. Thing is hung. The Vernissage is hung, not me. I'm gonna tell you that now.
When your shed covers the tool, you're no longer extra large.
What are we talking about?
What do you think?
Unfortunately, it is what I think.
That's my exact quote. I've then said that. I'm working on my shed to cover my tool.
Yeah. Oh, you got it covered. It's covered. You don't need to go any further. Don't build a mansion. It's okay.
I call it Winchester.
I don't want to see your tool.
Oh Lord!
Oh my God!
I'd say he was wondering the same thing,
Greg.
What were we talking about? I don't remember the last 2 seconds, so I don't really know what's happening at the moment.
When they go to Howard, you zone out. Zone out.
I mean, there's a lot of people just talking right now, and.
Oh, Chrissy, you know exactly what you came back to.
What did I come back to? You came back to the Pitre Dish. I don't know what the issue is here.
What you mean zone out?
Trust me.
You are listening to me.
Out.
Okay.
Hey, Pickle Tom's on. What's up, Tom?
Stay ignorant. That's how I lived my whole life so far, actually.
Zone out.
If you notice, he didn't.
That's how I met you.
Yeah, exactly.
I tried to run
by visiting the tool shed.
I beg to differ on that.
I ran from you.
No, I beg to differ. I got pictures.
Oh my God! We got toilet seat on his head.
You glued me down to the floor so I couldn't run anymore.
Oh no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Greg
have
was
to
only
pull
2
her-
booths away from me. He witnessed it.
Oh, I'll pull this picture up right now. Woman,
You
I'm
glued me to the floor.
okay.
Pictures
Chrissy,
don't
if
mean
you hadn't
anything.
left, you wouldn't have had to worry about it. You know what you came back to. Listen.
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 Y'all leave that lady alone. She's a good woman.
Hey,
Wait,
what did you
you
do?
call her a lady?
Yeah, right. What?
Are we still talking about Chrissy?
No, I think you went off somewhere else.
Yeah, we might be talking about Jeremy.
Oh, God. You are in trouble. You are
They
in
were my
trouble.
products. Yeah, Pickle Nick's cam is all great. That's kind of true, Tom.
What?
What? Are you talking about Tom's
Yes.
stuff?
Pickle Nick.
Yeah, he's calling me Pickle Nick because the whole area is green.
What whole area? What the hell are you talking
Okay.
about?
I didn't even look at your area.
Yeah, right?
Oh, that.
You could clean, Nick. My
You want
God.
to get some kind of cream or something when that
Yeah.
happens.
Right. See a doctor, for fuck's sake. I mean,
So
come on.
you guys are telling me you haven't noticed I've been green this entire time.
Not where
no,
you're
I didn't.
talking about.
No, I actually see. I'm surprised you guys didn't see it last week. It was actually all like pink and red because I had the basement as well as the rest of the house
You had an
decorated for
illness, my
Valentine's
friend.
Day. Now I got all decorated for St. Patrick's Day.
Get tested.
I have.
No,
I don't know who's watching in here that's not commenting, but okay, we're gonna make this really clear. Yes, I'm an ass on this show. I do not speak this way in chat. So the friend request, if it's from you guys watching in here, no, I'm not talking to y'all that way. This is just no.
This is a
You get messages like,
close people.
I'll withdraw my friend request then. Sorry, I guess I didn't realize.
Whatever.
Fucking new to me. I didn't get it.
I think I blocked you, Greg.
Rightly so.
Okay.
that's
Making
Rightly
sure.
so.
That's
You wouldn't
really
be the
sad.
first. I'll say that.
Making sure I blocked the right person.
BAKUN. Just, yeah.
Bacon.
there's not much.
I'm
This is not
surprised
much-
you haven't. I was talking about that the other day. I just hope she hasn't done that to me because I haven't given her
Oh,
that
hell.
cup. And I even said, I hope she has. I just hope she's not listening. I don't want to give her any bright ideas.
This is me holding the precious, innocent, halo wearing Eileen Jones down.
Oh my God.
I was glued. He glued
Love
my
it.
hand. He glued my feet. I mean, don't let him fool you.
Did he use Gorilla
Chrissy?
Glue?
Is Chrissy's comment towards us? At least you don't get unsolicited pictures of Adrian.
No,
Lord Of is not in there.
No,
I'm
And,
wait,
sorry, I
that-
misread.
Adrian doesn't get unsolicited
Sorry.
pictures.
What
And-
makes you think I don't?
Well, then you haven't shared them.
Yeah, I don't have any.
No, I don't. Delete.
They're fun.
and
There's
Tom-
actually a page I made that is for that because I'll look at the profile and it says married, or I'll see him with a woman. I send it to the woman, put it on the page, and it's all their pictures up there.
No, I've seen your profile. I've
really
seen your
quickly,
profile. And when you put in relationship, you got BDSM and all that other stuff.
Howard, your picture's every other one. I don't want to hear it.
And I just got to respond quickly to Tom Nally's comment saying, "No worries, he's an ass."
Oh,
You know
shit.
what, Tom? You know that all too well. I know that all too well. I've seen
Yay.
you do that on your show, especially when you're drunk. So
Yes.
that's pickle Tom for you.
There it is. Chad said he saw you on OnlyFans. What the hell's that about?
Oh God!
Hey, Chrissy, we need to block Adrian so she doesn't share the pictures with us. I mean,
Chad's gonna tell all my secrets tonight. Hush.
I'm not saying anything.
Unfortunately, it's a site that has like room fans in it. It's not really what you
There we go. I learned to twerk. What can I say?
This is a desk fan.
I love Chad's going, oh, they're pretty good picks.
Yeah, feet pics work pretty good.
Don't worry about it. Go watch the movie.
Is that
We had a major production company in there at one point.
What?
So, Chrissy's comment. My question is: are there naked video chats that I'm not aware of? I guess that's the question.
You
I wanna
didn't
know.
get the
Yes,
invite.
but they cost money.
I'm not included in anything in this network. It's really a bummer.
You don't get the invite.
is it the feet
Only,
picks?
we should start something
People
called
would
Only
post
Things,
those.
and then that can leave it to everyone else to decide what that means.
Howard was the one posting them. Howard! What the fuck's wrong with you?
Right. You sign up for Only Things, and you get pictures of Howard and me. You know,
Wait, to get
The areolas.
you want to see areolas? Come to Only Things, and then it's us.
You know what? That's going to be a thing
Only
before long.
things.
Watch.
We talked about that last night. We were talking about having a dating service. Something I wanted to do.
You're a date.
You're getting married.
No, a paranormal dating service.
We already know how that went. No.
Yeah, I've already been
No,
through
that's
that.
what everybody
That
was
doesn't
talking
work. Didn't work too well for me.
Or for a couple others.
True.
about.
They're free, but just so happens we're half naked when we video call each other. Okay, yeah, that's.
So,
that's
Christy,
what
you're
I
saying you
mean.
take part in it, right? Is that what you're saying there with that request, that response there?
Chrissy, I'm trying to keep my mouth shut here.
Freedom!
Swamp should be in that title, yeah.
Yep, Jeremy, I was in that same boat as you are. It
If
did
you couldn't
not work
do it
out
on your
for you.
own, you need somebody to just set that shit up. Let me do that. I'll be, I'll match y'all.
I've gotten to the point when I get ready to video chat with Chrissy, I'm like, what are you doing? And she knows what that means.
Are you afraid that when you video chat with Chrissy that she's going to be half naked, as she said in her comment?
I'm sitting on the shit when I talk to
She
half
is.
y'all.
You're on it
sitting
right
the
now,
shitter
aren't
when
you?
you talk
Like
to
before
any
the
of
toilet?
us.
If I could put this laptop in there, I'd be in there hog heaven right now.
I like to think in my mind that's where you are right now. That's the only reason
Oh,
I'm
Oh,
Chad.
my God, Chad.
I love it. Let's find the right one for you.
Oh, my. How did I not see that coming?
Gross crabs. That throws me back to gross crabs.
What is wrong with you
They're
people? That's my
STDs.
question.
Sure.
Jesus. You're all demented.
Y'all sick.
Duh.
I come in the show, I thought we were going to talk about stuff with the ghost box and stuff.
Yeah.
And y'all all talking
Yeah.
about, I don't know,
Like
Oh.
everyone's
Ghost
secret
toilet,
here.
really. I mean, I don't know.
major production of her show there, and a movie, and Eileen Backdoor Paranormal.
Backdoor Paranormal, where you can find the gummy bears. I don't, no, thank you.
Hey, you love the gummy bears if you're in the North Cave or the South Cave, Greg.
I came here for a serious discussion of ITC methods, and this is what I get. So
That's going to be a new show.
I'm going to head back
I'm
to
gonna
South
start-
Carolina when we're done
I'm
here.
going to
Sorry,
go
South
from my
Virginia.
toilet, and I'm going. That's exactly shit's going down tonight. That's what I'm going to name that.
I'd be very disappointed if it went back up. So
Get the coat hanger. We got to break this one up. Oh Lord, that would be nasty. All right, we got 3 minutes left. I think Empress J's coming on after us tonight. I'm not sure. I think she is.
amazing woman.
So,
Thank you, Empress J.
Yeah, right. Thanks for putting this to an end.
next week on the Pitre Dish, I'm gonna have Miss Jackie Harmon back on. She was on our show last night. She's awesome. We have the same mind, so that'll be really fucked up for y'all. So,
Jackie, right? Yeah.
So this is gonna be good. And she's from the West Coast. She actually lives in San Diego. So, yep. And she's with Spirit Realm. So that'll be a very interesting show. And then on tomorrow night on the Unholy Trinity, we're going to have a serious discussion. But it's going to be about. No, seriously, I want to know if there's a difference between someone who had money and someone who was poor. Do they haunt differently?
That's a good one.
You know,
that's a good top. That's a really interesting.
If I was to haunt your house, I'd be looking for the bologna. That'd be my goal.
Fried.
Fried bologna sandwiches.
Fried
You got me at fried. That's.
You want to get exercised.
And then you can find Greg. Greg, you want to tell us where they can find you on all your shows?
You can find me right here in this little square right now.
There you go.
So also Saturday night, I'm doing a episode of Living Paranormal where it's a live paranormal investigation from the Grand House. We're going to do that Saturday night on Things at 9 p.m. But then I'm also on 4:06, not 4 o'clock, but 4:06 p.m. on Things for my radio show, Ghost Box Radio. And then Sunday nights at 10 p.m. On Ghost Box Live.
Cool. And then you'll find Nick, Nick will be where Nick's at. And then Adrian will be on tomorrow night's show with the Unholy Trinity. Hopefully she'll be on tomorrow night's show of the Unholy Trinity.
I'll also be on Reverend Sean Wilson. Oh God, Reverend Sean's show tomorrow as we're doing our alter egos tomorrow, so that should be fun.
And you can find Eileen Jones at any major corner.
In South Virginia.
We're standing there with David Childers.
That it's totally G-rated.
But with that being said, we've always fun with Eileen and everybody. We joke, but there's hopefully there's no hard feelings. But we want to say everybody watch this next week and watch Greg's shows. It's awesome. And hopefully you got some more audience for you.
That's cool. I'd love to come back. I love just BSing.
Okay.
Why is that funny, Nick? I don't understand why that's funny.
We have to end it. It's 9 o'clock.
Down in Greenville over there.
Y'all have a good night and see y'all next week.
Good night, everyone.